So monitoring and evaluation. We know that you are changing the world, but how can you check that you have reached the results and demonstrate them to the others? And the question to you is, please work. Okay, here we go. The question, what is the difference between monitoring and evaluation? Please voice or provide it in the chat, as it is better for you. Tina, could you please read the chat, as always, if your health allows.
Mm-hmm.
Difference between monitoring and evaluation.
I know my answer.
Something is appearing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Anna is writing monitoring in process, evaluation at the end. Evaluation is done after the project is done, monitoring during the project. Evaluation can be done at the end of the implementation of the project. Monitoring is a tool that will serve to evaluate. Monitoring done during the project, evaluation after the project, monitoring during the project. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. You know everything. So I'm finishing the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Monitoring, one more reply. Monitoring is a long-term thing, evaluation, one-time thing, establishing the result of the project.
Amazing. Yeah, you are so smart. Perfect. Thank you so much. Definitely, yeah. When we are talking about the monitoring, we are usually checking if we are on the right track during the project. Yeah, we are monitoring the processes, the activities. Evaluation usually happens as the last stage of the project implementation. It is included there. Yes, when you collect all the evidences, sit together with your team and really evaluate every part of it, thinking what you have reached, what you haven't reached, and why you haven't reached, and what you need to do in a different way next time. It's quite okay if you haven't managed to do everything what you have planned. This is life, but you need to analyze it. So the main question that main questions that we are going to discuss today: what do we monitor? What do we evaluate? And how do we monitor and evaluate? And I decided actually to look at it at a very simple example. So you can understand from it, and you can also have a look how a very simple project can be formulated. Let's see it. Problem. Young people eat too much junk food, unhealthy food. Yeah, and because of it, their health is getting worse. Target group. 40 young people of age 14, 16 years old who study at school number 1 in the city A. Goal: to create more healthy nutrition culture of young people. Yeah, the mirror of the problem, as Tina was explaining. Objectives: raise awareness on big harm of junk food, raise awareness on healthy and tasty alternatives of the junk food, and motivate young people to eat healthy food and avoid junk food. Expected results, as Matthew was speaking about different levels, yeah, of the results. Young people knows, yeah, this is about the knowledge, yeah, about the harm food. They know tasty alternatives for it. They have motivation to eat healthy food. This is attitude, yeah. And the last one is about behavior, yeah. They actually eat less junk food and they eat more healthy food. As simple as this. Have a look that the expected results are connected with the objectives. If there is something in the chat that should be read, tell me. Activities. For example, 2 educational events on healthy nutrition, 5 hours each, and the mobile app for knowing what food is healthy and for tracking the healthy food consumed. These are the activities. So let's see what and how do we monitor and evaluate? Now there will be some scary presentations, but do not be scared. We will take it piece by piece. Here we go. So look at the left part of the table, please. Look at the left part of the table. What can we monitor? Usually we are monitoring the activities and, as we know, the outputs. The output is a lower level of result. Usually this is about the quantity. How many events happened or not happened? A number of people who came to your seminars, some intellectual output, the app is created itself. Yeah. I usually compare it with like number of sandwiches that people have eaten during the seminar. It does not, it tells, it gives us numbers, we need numbers, but it does not tell us about the impact, yeah, the higher level of results. And we are going to speak about them on the second part, on the right part of this table. Yeah, we will speak about changes in knowledge, in attitude, in behavior. This is the same table. It is just bigger. And we are looking at the right part of this table. And we, as you wrote in the chat, we are evaluating mostly the outcomes, medium level of results. Usually this is about knowledge, attitude, and somehow behavior. And impact, yeah, highest level of results, which is definitely about the behavior which leads to the changes in communities. So, and the results, yeah, how you put, yeah, could be you put the results, yeah, like knowledge, use knows, yeah, what damage junk food can bring to the health. Yeah, and then you can also put some indicators so to understand if you are successful or not. Like, for example, if approximately 90% of people will get the knowledge, then it will be great for you. If, for example, 70% of the participants will change their attitude and think that, yes, it's quite harmful to eat junk food, it will be good for you. Yeah, the same with the behavior. Yeah, you can think at the planning stage. You can think, okay, like if not less than 60–50% has the application and actually uses them, so it will be amazing. Yeah, and even if 40% really witness they stopped eating junk food, it will be great success for you. Following the same table, yeah, we are just taking the different part of it, yeah, and answering the question how, yeah, how can we monitor and evaluate? So we know what. With the activities and outputs, with the quantity, with the numbers, this is quite easy. You can just count and show. Look at the photos. Yeah, this is our means of verification. Means of verification, tangible, tangible things that you can show, that you can, touch. Here at the photo, you can count people. This is the list of participants. They have signed. They were present at the training. This is our proof. Have a look. All right, this is the app. Yeah, please, here it is. You can use it. So it is very easy to show, to prove the results of the output level, yeah, the outputs, because these are just numbers. This is a little bit more difficult when we are speaking about outcomes and impact, yeah, because this is about attitude, this is about behavior. So how can we monitor and evaluate the outcomes and the impact? The same table, don't be scared, the same information. Yeah, but if you think creatively, you will definitely find the ways how to do it. For example, knowledge. You can always make the questionnaire before the training and after the training, and then compare what they knew before and what they know after your wonderful training. With the attitude, it's a little bit more difficult already, but actually, if you think well about the questionnaire and the right questions, you can also receive these results. Or you can ask some participants, and their testimonials, their personal stories can serve you, yeah, as means of verification, as proofs. With the behavior, it could be a little bit more, even more difficult, because quite often your participants are disappearing, you cannot get in touch with them, but definitely there are some with whom you can keep in the contact. And with the app, it's very easy. Like you can, a number of the app active users, these are numbers, but they're telling you about the quality, yeah, that actually your project is working, yeah, because here these numbers are showing the change, yeah, the change in behavior, and also testimonials that the participants are using the app and are changing their nutrition behavior, testimonials of participants, teachers, parents, and so on. So this is absolutely the same information, but summarized. Yeah, you can see what output, outcome, impact, levels of results, yeah, examples, yeah, what it is, that outputs is about activities and numbers, outcomes, knowledge, attitude, behavior, and change in behavior leads to impact, yeah, to change in community. So we are monitoring the process, and we are evaluating the results, the impact, the success of your projects. The last slide here. So important things to remember. I mentioned them, but I just want to highlight it one more time. Indicators help you to set the minimum level of what you want to reach. This is how you know if your project is successful or not. Means of verification are tangible items that prove your success. If you have not planned the monitoring process and evaluation in advance, you will not be able to measure the success of your project afterwards, because it's finished, participants left, and you will never find them. The questionnaires are not elaborated, the questionnaires are not provided, you have not taken interviews from your participants, they're gone. That's it. You cannot collect everything, and the project is over. Anything in the chat? Any questions?
Yes, there's a question in the chart. If we set indicators while planning the project.
I didn't get it.
There's a question in the chat. Do we set indicators while planning?
Yes, yes, we do. We actually are not going to ask you to do it because this is quite difficult, but if you feel confident, if you feel that you want to do it and can do it, please, yeah, put them. Any more questions? Then I invite you to make very, very short practical task. Anything in the chat?
Yes, there's a question. Can the indicators change during the evolution of the project, or are they fixed? This is a tough question.
This is a tough question. It really depends, but do not, how to say, they can be changed if there are circumstances for them to be changed. But if you feel that you cannot do it because of some not very serious reasons, this is probably not a very serious approach. It's not fair, I would say, to anyone.
I may say that maybe sometimes some side effects appear during the project, something that you didn't think of as an indicator. You just didn't think that this would happen, and it happens. And then you may show it as a bonus, as an added value, as an extra result of your project, and these things happen. But usually, yes, I agree with Olga that it's not really fair to change just to adapt your project while implementing it to the indicators that you are like, yes, to adapt it during the to adapt the indicators, sorry, to the project while implementing it. It's not really fair, but some side effects may occur, of course.
Yeah, thank you for introducing this term, side effect. Yeah, effect in the project management. This is something what appears that you haven't planned. So let's change the type of activity. This is probably you're already tied to CRs. You all have received the invitation to Miro, and probably you can edit now. But for those who are from smartphones, I will share the screen so you can see it. For those who are from the laptops, please go to the Miro, and I will show you how to do it. It will be a little bit messy. Everything will move. Stickers will appear. So you are going to the panel on the left. It is very easy. If you want to write on the sticker, you just choose sticky note, choose the color that you love, put it here, and write something. Dear team, yeah, if please help me with moving them, with putting them in the right order, or voice them, or help the participants to write if they're writing in the chat or voicing. So let's take a couple of examples. They're a little bit close to what your projects have, and try to give several examples how you can prove that youth has become more confident in public speaking. So imagine that your project is about public speaking, the first sticky note. Yeah, and you want young people become more confident in public speaking. Please speak, write. You can put your mics on and voice. So how can you prove it? What will tell you that young people have become more confident?
Okay, here.
So there are more conferences held. Okay, maybe, but this is what they have organized, yeah? With youth participating. And these conferences are organized by these young people. Yeah, then it will be a good proof. What else? Confident, yeah, being sure in your power, more empowered in public speaking. They were shy, but now they can speak really well. Media presence of youth. Oh yes, this is so good. More ideas, switch on your creativity. If you cannot write, please voice. Young people volunteer to do public speaking, yeah. And you observe it and you can measure. Like previously, they did not do it, but now teachers really witness that young people volunteer to do public speaking really a lot. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Young people use social media also as a content creators. If it is, I'm not sure that it is about public speaking.
I believe it is, because the social media can be also a platform to address the public. For example, I don't know, in my country, when also the government communicates on Twitter. So when someone is heard on Twitter, it's the same platform the politicians use.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you for the explanation. Yeah, perfect. I like that we are that we have a dialogue. Finally, please speak up. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so definitely, like you can take you can ask them, yeah, how they feel, and even their witnesses, yeah, can tell you yes, just I feel more confident now, like and it's better. Or if, for example, the club for public speaking appeared in school. This is old school example, but you know, one of the examples which you can use. All right, super. Let's take a couple of more. YMCA educational courses help young people in employment. So you have organized a project to tackle youth unemployment. And you think that your courses help them in employment. How will you prove it? This is the easiest, I think. Monitoring the number of young people who gained employment. This is the easiest and the best one. Participants have high level of, I do not see, of employment. Yeah, this is the same idea. Anything in the chat?
Just positive feedback from the participants. Not necessarily they've I don't know, find their dream job, but they feel now more confident that they will, or they know where to find.
Yeah, exactly. So they know where to monitor. They know how to create the CV. For example, your courses helped them to develop CV writing skills. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, young people are more confident in applying for jobs, and also you need to prove it that they are more confident. And look number one for it. Have to prove that they are more confident. All right, so this is like the best thing here will be really examples, like success stories, that there is percentage of young people, like for example 30% of people from your educational course have found the job, or have found the better job, or have received like a different position. All right, let's take the one more. Let's take the green one. Yeah, it's a little bit different. YMCA members have become more ecologically responsible. You can speak if you want.
Well, okay, I was thinking about YMCA members are participating in ecology activities such as, I don't know, the cleaning of some river or things like that.
Yes, so you can observe, yeah, or the leaders of YMCA observe the members of your YMCA,
yeah,
organize and participate in the activities more. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, YMCA members are participating in ecological event. Great. More YMCA members cycle work. Yeah. Better awareness on sustainable lifestyle. Again, here we will need to prove their better awareness. This is the level of knowledge.
So maybe more YMCA members are actively pursuing a more sustainable lifestyle. That could be proven. by some research or?
Yes, so if you can collect several stories, yeah, that from them, interviews, for example. Okay, just before this project, we have never thought that we need to recycle or to do this and that, but now we are doing it. Yeah, that can be proof.
There's a message in the chat that we are
Mhm.
concerned about the environment and take part in activities to make people aware of the problem.
Meaning that they're teaching now themselves, other people to do it. Perfect, yeah. More events by young people. Members of YMCA strengthening other people. Great. Recycle points are installed in YMCA offices. Yes, recycle points. This is very tangible. Yeah, try to be as tangible as possible. And I think with ecological awareness, it's quite easy, yeah, because you can elaborate ecological policy. You did not have any, now you have. Like, and a lot of tools in the office, like in the YMCA centers, appeared. And you can take a photo and tell it, see, people use them, they appeared. Great, I see that you understand, yeah, that you need to do it as tangible as possible. And thank you so much for this exercise. Yeah. How do you feel? Great. Any questions on monitoring and evaluation?